welcome to our 2023 Athletic Awards. It's a mighty good-looking room tonight. We love our athletes. So very proud of our young women and our young men, and the way they represent our school and our community and our programs. So we're very grateful for you, and we're very glad to put this night on to recognize you all, and thank you guys for being here. I also want to recognize our wonderful coaching staffs across the board, and you guys are what makes this job so fun, and loving on the same kids and working together. It's nothing like it in anywhere else, and very thankful for you guys. Our coaching staff does a really good job. Thankful for our principals, our AD. Thankful for that support that we have. We're thankful for our Red Carpet Bowl members that are here that always work so very hard for the scholarships that they raise. Thankful for our A-Club members, all that are involved with that, for that support that you give to our student athletes. So it's a great night planned. We're very grateful to have you all, and we're thankful for you guys being here. I'm going to turn this over to Caden Taylor, our very own Caden Taylor. He's going to lead us in a word of prayer, and then we'll say the Pledge of Allegiance after that. Let's have a good night.
Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us to come together and have this ceremony tonight. And just thank you for allowing all of our sports to have such a great year. And just thank you for keeping our athletes safe all season and allowing them to play the best of our abilities. And just thank you for allowing everybody to get here safely tonight. And please allow everybody to get home safely. In your name I pray, amen. If you'd all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic with which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
At this time, we're going to ask for our Red Carpet Bowl representatives to come and represent and speak to us for a moment.
It's an honor and a privilege tonight to introduce Scott Allen. Scott Allen is a product of Warren Central High School. When he left here, he went to play for the University of Southern Mississippi. One of the reasons why I took the privilege of introducing Scott tonight was because his dad was my second dad. He was my high school football coach, and I love that man to death. He was the last surviving person that instituted the Red Carpet Bowl. Now, we give scholarships to Portis Chapel, St. Aloysius, Vicksburg, and to Warren Central. We have approximately 26 people, male and female, that serve on the Red Carpet Bowl committee. 2 years ago, Scott Allen and his dad, Gene Allen, said they would like to honor a young man, a product of Warren Central football. His name was Carl Blue. They instituted this $1,000 scholarship pretty much on their own. It's not many people walking around in Vicksburg and Warren County that want to help kids out the way Scott and his dad have done and are doing. So at this time, I would like to introduce Scott Allen, who will give the Carl Blue Scholarship Award. Scott.
I appreciate that introduction, Travis. It's a pleasure to be back here at Warren Central. Yeah, Carl Blue was a former Warren Central player. He played running back, and he was here the years of 1977, 78, and 79. He died of health problems November the 1st of 2017 at the age of 56. This $1,000 scholarship was started by teammates, classmates, and friends of Carl as a way to keep his legacy alive, to keep the legend going of Carl Blue. This is the second year to have the scholarship. Floyd Davenport won last year, so I wasn't able to make it last year, but I'm glad to be here to present it this year. Carl wore number 44. Again, he played running back, 77, 78, 79. In the 78 season, we were 11-0. 79 season, we were 12-0, all due to Carl leading the way. He had 4,196 yards during those 2 years and 45 touchdowns. We actually played in the Red Carpet Bowl his senior year, 79, and he got the MVP. He ran for 224 yards and 3 TDs. He went on to play collegiately at Jackson State University. But a little bit about Carl, he loved football. I mean, he just loved it. You could just tell he was in his element when he got between those lines, whether he was in the weight room, whether he was winter workouts, regular season games, 2-a-days, whatever he had to do. He gave 100%. He was a true warrior. He was just relentless. And he could play any position. He played running back, and that's what everybody remembers him as. But he could also play quarterback, linebacker, nose guard, defensive end, whatever you needed him for. That was back when we had started playing, offense or defense, and of course he was playing offense. But if we were playing a team that was running the ball up the middle or running around the end, whatever, Coach Morgan, Josh's dad, was the defensive coordinator at the time. He would put Carl in, and he'd shut it down. He'd put him at nose guard if they were running up the middle. If they had a good tailback running around the end, he'd put him at linebacker, and Carl would track him down and snuff that out. Carl made everybody around him better. You hear that said all the time, but I lived it, I saw it. Carl, worked hard, and if nothing else, you didn't want to disappoint Carl because he was always giving 100% and just giving an outstanding effort. So he made us better, he led us, he was what kept us together for that 23-0 streak. He loved his teammates and classmates. He was voted class favorite that sophomore, junior, and senior year. And he was actually voted Mr. Warren Central his senior year, which was a great honor. He was a humble guy. He didn't let the success he had go to his head. He never thought he was better than anybody else. And he did everything he could to get better and just never had a feeling that he was better than anybody. We probably went about 30 years after graduation that I talked to Carl, but after about 30, 35 years, he started tracking people down and calling us. And he was living in Tennessee. He called me one night, first time, like I said, I talked to him about 35 years. And we talked about our family, kids, what he'd been up to. He told me about the health he was having, the problems he was having with his health. And he also wanted to talk to me about his relationship with Christ. He had rededicated his life to Christ, and he was witnessing to me and others and making sure we had a relationship with Christ, which just tells you what kind of guy he is. Then when it came time to hang up, he always told us he loved us. He was that kind of guy, and just can't say enough great things about Carl. Now, in 2016, they started the Warren County Hall of Fame, and he was on the first ballot of that is I got to see him then. That was a year or so before he died. But that was a great honor for him. So our hope through this scholarship is to keep Carl's legacy alive and, just let more people learn about Carl and what kind of impact he had here at Warren Central. So the winner of this year's $1,000 scholarship, Carl Blue Scholarship, is Caden Kobe Taylor.
Good evening. I'm John Newton, Chairman of Red Carpet Bowl. To the Red Carpet Bowl scholarship recipients, on behalf of the Red Carpet Bowl, I would like to congratulate y'all on being the Red Carpet Bowl scholarship recipients for 2023. This year, the Red Carpet Bowl will be celebrating its 61st year, what has become the longest active high school bowl game in the South. And Red Carpet Bowl was initiated back in 1962 as a postseason ball game played in the benefit of Mr. Leo Puckett, who was injured in a local football game and became paralyzed and became a quadriplegic. And because of that, 5 gentlemen in Vicksburg, Mississippi saw a need to help this young man out. And they started the Red Carpet Bowl committee. And because those 5 men, Scott Allen's dad, Gene Allen, was the head football coach at Cooper High School and the AD. Harold Blue was a local businessman. Mr. Billy Ray was the Vicksburg Evening Post sports writer. Mr. Ray Roberts Sr., he was the chief superintendent of Illinois Central Railroad. And Mr. Travis Vance Sr., which is this Mr. Vance's dad, was the mayor of Vicksburg. And because of that, they initiated this Red Carpet Bowl and started this and helped out Mr. Puckett. And now that we do that, we've continued. It's become a preseason game. And like Mr. Vance said, we give it out to Vicksburg, St. Al, Porter's Chapel, and Warren Central. This year's scholarships, if y'all would come down, there's a sheet, your scholarship certificate, and there's a sheet behind that that tells you when and where you can pick up your money for your scholarship. Our first scholarship is Lola Catherine Crozier. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our next scholarship is Jesse Ryan Hallberg. Congratulations. Our next scholarship is Kayla Rose Carroll, sorry. Mine went blank. Sorry about that. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Our last scholarship is Jackson Randall Wright, and I'm sure that he's probably playing ball this afternoon. And we wish them good luck, and I will get this to him. So thank y'all very much.
Good afternoon. My name is Omar Nelson, and I am president of the Viking A Club. I have with me Miss Erin Hearn. We're here tonight to award 4 recipients scholarships for their leadership ability, strong academic support, and athleticism. The Viking A Club decided this year that we would continue the trend as the Red Carpet Bowl has in the past to recognize outstanding leadership among our athletes. The recipients of this award have maintained a 3.0 GPA. They have lettered in at least one sport, and they're classified as a senior. We believe that these 4 individuals represent what it really means to be a Viking. And if you don't mind, when we call a person's name, please come forward to receive your award. Mateo Berg. The next recipient, Lanny Schrader. Our next recipient, Lola Crozier. And the final recipient, Jesse Hallberg. Thank you.
Too tight. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Matthew Gullett. I'm the head women's volleyball coach here at Warren Central. And if I have any of my ladies here tonight, I'm going to ask you, if you were on the 22-23 Lady Vikings volleyball program, to just come on down front, please. While these ladies are making their way down, just a few things. Had a great season this season, made the playoffs again, had a great senior group, 5 wonderful young ladies that really proud of how they did. As these ladies come down, I'd like to go ahead and recognize 4 young ladies for their achievement that I think is really cool. They've made the all-region team for ladies volleyball this season. First team are Skylar Beard and Ellie Henderson. And second team this year was Audrey Jennings and Melissa Hurley. Yeah, y'all come on up. Y'all just come on up since it's, come on y'all. While they're coming up, go ahead and start with our player awards. We give out player awards based off of, position and generally just like every sport, offense, defense. But one of the things that really, gets us started in a game is serving. Our server award this year goes to Miss Ellie Henderson. Ellie led the team with 140 total points at the service line, 50% of those being aces. And she served at an 85% ace rate this season per serve, or as far as like 85% of sets she had an ace in. And she also had a 93% serving percentage. So out of all of her serves, 93% of those were good. No, not very many errors, but a whole lot of aces. Our setter award goes to senior Audrey Jennings. Audrey led the team this year with 215 assists, and she tacked on 98 kills this season as well. Our offensive player of the year couldn't be with us tonight due to an illness, but she stood out this year. She led the squad with over 477 attacks, 182 kills. Almost 40% of her attacks went for a kill. She added in 56 aces and totaled 34 assists this season as well. Our offensive player of the year, Skylar Beard. Our defensive player of the year is Miss Miranda Dixon. Miranda tallied 219 digs and added 176 serve receptions. Our next award, this one really means a lot to me because this young lady has meant a lot to me. In 4 years as a Viking, she's never missed a match. She's never missed hardly any practices at all. When I opened the door for the gym, she was one of the first in and she was the first out. A contagious smile, an amazing teammate. She was there for the coaches every time we needed something, there for her fellow players, and her positivity could only be rivaled by her desire to play the front row attacking position. Miss Syria Russell. Our most valuable player is, once again, Miss Skylar Beard. And like I said, I hate she couldn't be here tonight. This young lady not only fought to be one of the best players at Warren Central, but one of the best players that I've seen walk through the school at all and in Warren County. Watching her and how far she came from her 7th grade year, getting playing time her sophomore year, becoming a leader. This young lady in 3 years as a varsity starter accounted for over 1,000 attacks, 400 kills, around 80 blocks, over 300 digs, over 125 aces. But the thing is, y'all, all those numbers don't matter anything because what she did was what all of us as coaches ask, to come in and leave a program better than you found it. Thank you, Skylar, for doing just that. Our MVP.
Good evening. My name is Coach Wong. I coach the men's and women's swim teams here at Warren Central. I'm going to ask Mateo Bird if he would join me on the stage. I'm going to do things a little bit out of order. Mateo is going to come and help me hand out the awards. And as he's coming down, Mateo was my captain this year. I've worked with Mateo for 6 years now on the swim team. He led the team in the water, on the deck, and just everything that he did. As we started this season back in the fall, Mateo had several goals that he was striving to achieve. We have 8 individual events that swimmers can compete in, and then 3 relays that they can compete in as well. One of his goals was to be the first swimmer at Warren Central to be able to qualify for North State in every single event, which is real difficult to do because there are multiple strokes and each one takes a lot of time to prep and plan for. And he actually completed that task. The other issue that we have is that it's a short season where some sports have 15 games, 30 games, a whole bunch of matches that they can go through and do. With the swim team, we only have 6 meets that we can compete in, and in each meet, each swimmer can only compete in 2 individual events and 2 relays. So with those 8, he had to be on his game every single time that he jumped in the water to make sure that he was able to do what he wanted to do. Other goals was that he wanted to make sure that he was at state in 2 individual events and 2 relays, and we accomplished that as well. How many years has this been for you at state? It's been several. 4 years. So he's been, since his freshman year here at Warren Central, he's been going and helping the team at the state competition. Mateo, because of all of this, Mateo is our men's team MVP. He is also one of our seniors, so it's there on the back. You can award yourself. All right. I told her that I wouldn't call her up here first, so I'm going to start with James. All right. James McKenna, if you would make your way to the stage. James has been with the swim team this past year. He tried to join 2 years ago, missed the tryouts. Really wanted to swim, so he joined the club team. And so I got to work with him in club in the off season. He is receiving our most improved swimmer. He started the year, and I'm taking it back to when he started club. He got in the water, and it was, I'm sorry, James, but it was awkward. It was really awkward. And from that point, the shortest distance that he can swim is a 50. And I'm sorry, but it was over a minute. Most of them do it in less than 30 seconds to qualify for North State. And in the process of 1 year, James made it to North State. He had a North State qualifying time. So he cut time and worked hard. He progressed through the different levels that we had. You could put him up against anyone and he would say, "Coach, I will go and go until I just fall out." So, that's the kind of drive that we're looking for. So thank you, James, if you'll just stay up here. There you go, until I get all of y'all up here. Next for the women's team, Ella Operman, if you would make your way up here. Ella joined us this year. She is a 7th grader at AOI. She is our most improved female swimmer on the female side. Came, got in the water, same story. She puts in and checks in every single day. Very coachable. You ask her to try something new and she looks at you and she'll scowl at me, but then she'll get in the water and she'll do it. And after 2 or 3 times, she has it down and she can then show other people. So I'm excited about the possibilities. She's a 7th grader, and that means I've got 5 more years with her, and just excited about the opportunities that we have. So thank you, Ella. Let's see, we've got, who's that one? Sure, Chloe Bernard. Chloe is receiving the Females MVP Award this year, all right? She's been with me since, I don't know, it seems like 7th grade also, 7th or 8th grade, 5 years, and she'll be a senior next year. She made it all the way to North State individually, and then also participated on the 2 relays and helped the relay teams make it to state competition this year. So excited about what the girls team has to offer next year. Next up, we have Avery Greer. Are you here? Avery, there she is. Avery Greer. Avery's another 7th grader that joined us this year. She's getting the Viking Award for Warren Central Swim Team. Avery just has a spirit about her that she comes in, she wants to be in the water, she wants other people to swim well, she wants the team to do well. Her highs are extremely high, her lows are not as low as everyone else's, and she's there to encourage all the time, and I really think that if I would let her, she would just stay in the water all the time. So I'm excited to have her for another 5 years as well. This is going to be an awesome team. Y'all go over there on the other side. Mateo, let's see, Mateo, who do we have? Oh, Ashton Wallace. I think he thought I forgot about him. Where's Ashton? Ashton Wallace is one of our swimmers. He made it to state. Well, he was online, sorry, Ashton. He was online to make it to state and then got sick, but helped take the boys' relays to state. He's got a bright future ahead of him. He's a sophomore, already qualifies in most of the events, swims competitively with the club team as well, so I'm just excited with what he's going to do. He comes in for a lot of clubs and organizations. You know, you talk about them getting a period or 2 or 3 hours. For the swim team in the fall, we normally get to the pool around 1:30 in the afternoon and we leave at 5. Ashton will get in the water. He'll finish his practice around 3:30 and then he'll continue practicing. The junior high comes in at that point and he's there, he trains them, he helps work with the young kids, make sure that they know what they're doing. If we don't need him at that point, he's swimming laps and just in the water as much as he possibly can. The drive and dedication that he has and the way that he pushes some of the other swimmers to be the best is just an awesome thing. So thank you, Ashton. Travis Davis, are you here this evening? Travis Davis is one of our senior swimmers along with Mateo, and he's getting a senior award. So now all coaches say this, and it's the truth. You know, I have other swimmers that are out there in the audience. If y'all would stand up. The team is not the same without all of y'all, and I wish that I could take and I could give you every single one of you an award. But do know that, you know, we wouldn't be here if we didn't have your participation on the relays, if we didn't have your participation doing everything else. So thank you all for all of your dedication in the water and out of the water. All right. Good job, John.
I am Cameron Kuhn. I am the varsity football cheer coach. And if my cheerleaders, if you're here, if you'll just come stand across the front right there so we can, if you're here. Okay, my first award goes for my most outstanding base. They are not here. The first one is Haley Nevels, and the other is Anna Richardson. She is actually currently trying out for Pearl River Community College cheer, so that's why she is not here. All right, most outstanding flyer goes to Skylar Tweedle. She's not here. My most outstanding back spot goes to Miss Keisha Green. My most dedicated is Miss Cheney Carmen. My most improved cheerleader this year is Miss Bree Smith. Most spirited goes to Miss Brashayla Williams, who is also going to be cheering in college at MC, and Miss Mary McKenna Wooten. My most versatile cheerleaders, Lorelei Lacey and Miss Peyton Fagan, who was also cheering in college at Northwest Community College. And my all-around best cheerleader, that goes to Miss Tia McGee. Miss Tia always has the best attitude. Miss Tia is an amazing cheerleader, and she is loved by everyone, and it is an honor to give Miss Tia McGee this award. And my seniors. Most of these I have known for a really long time. It's only emotional to recognize these kids. Rashayla Williams, Lorelei Lacey, Mary McKenna Wooten, Bree Smith, Cheney Parman, Skylar Tweedle, Haley Nevels, Anna Richardson, and Peyton Fagan.
This time I'm going to ask all our senior football players to come to the front, please. Coaches, if you guys would get your position your players, and our senior plaques, Casey. So as they're making their way to the front, you know, we had a wonderful year this year. We were 10-2, had a great year, and very proud of our guys and the men that they've become, and the bond and the friendships that they made, and the love that we all have for one another, and really a special group that we've poured into and they've poured into us, and just a wonderful year. Guys, I want to tell you personally, thank you, Trey Hawk. Thank you, all y'all men, for the ride that y'all took us on. Y'all hear me? Thank y'all from your coaching staff. I'm going to let Coach Williams start off. These are all district certificates, and I'm going to let him make those announcements.
This year we had 16 make all region. This is our second team: Brandon Snowden, DeMarcus Jones, Gerald Woods, Jonah Artman, Royveron Qualls, Larry Reynolds Jr., Garrett Orgus, Jack Wright, Trey Sanders, Mark Gray, Darius Carter. These next few men made the All-Region 3-6A football team: Julian Denby, Maddox Lynch, Zach Evans, Ronnie Blossom. And last but not least, the 2022 Region 3-6A Athlete of the Year, Trey Hall.
Offensive Back Award, Darius Carter. Offensive Hybrid Award, Mark Gray.
Wide Receiver Award, Zach Evans. Most Improved Offensive Player, Maddox Lynch. Offensive Line Award, J.J. Woods.
Defensive Lineman Award, Roy Quall.
Most Improved Defensive Player, Ronnie Blossom. Most Improved Defensive Lineman, DeMarcus Jones.
Spirit Desire Award, Caden Taylor.
Our team captain awards for this year: Logan Miles, Brandon Snowden, Jesse Hallberg, and Rashad Clark.
Our Special Team Player Award, Jonah Arthur. Yeah, yeah, we're going to announce it.
All right.
The Defensive Back Award, Trey Sanders. Our MVP, Offensive MVP Award, Jack Wright.
Our Defensive MVP Award, Julian Demby.
We're going to hit these, since we got y'all here, we're going to give these senior plaques out, and then we'll name our MVP. Lonnie Cooper and Dylan Wallace. Darius Fuller, Brandon Snowden. Rashad Clark, Gerald Woods, John Darius Ward. Roy Qualls, Darius Carter. DeMarcus Jones, Jalen Parker. Javian Chiplin, Ramiko Truitt, Cameron Wallace, and Jacoby Crump. Trey Sanders, Mark Gray, Javian Allen. These. Trey Hall, Logan Miles, Ishmael Trujillo, Jack Wright, and Anthony Bullitt. To me, that's a great honor. You seniors, that many seniors that stick with you in your program. We are proud of these young men. We're excited about what you're going to become. At this point in time, Coach Rob is going to announce our MVP.
All right, when I call your name, come up here for this. Man, 10-2, great year. This guy right here is a big part of it. I've had a great relationship with him the last several years, and just really enjoyed watching him grow, and also the relationship that we were able to establish together. Our Golden Helmet Award for 2023, Trey Hall.
Thank y'all, man.
Good evening and welcome. It is an honor for me to introduce the Boys Soccer Awards at this time. First, I want to talk about this year. This team went through more adversity this year than any team I've ever coached, and I've been coaching a long time. Every time we'd have a setback, I bring them together and say, guys, we've got to work harder. Time and time again, and these guys did just that. They worked hard, so I can say I'm proud of each and every one of my players for all the hard work they put into it this year. Now for the awards. First award we'd like to present is the Mark Strickland Memorial Sportsmanship Award. This award is given in honor of the late Mark Strickland, who actually played soccer here. This award goes to a young man who displays the ideals of sportsmanship on and off the field. The winner of this award probably never had a cross word to say about anybody. One of the most positive players on the field. He was a great teammate, an even better leader, and he was a joy to coach. The winner of this award is Brahm Nadaya. As you can tell, my man has a little injury, so as he's walking up, I'd like to present our next award, the Most Improved Player Award. The winner of this award joined our team 3 years ago to play goalkeeper only. That's all he did for 2 years. Then last year he realized he wasn't going to be able to start at goalkeeper, so he asked me to play defense. Reluctantly, I let him up there and try it. He was struggling at first, but then turned into one of the better defenders on the team. So this year's Most Improved Player Award goes to Kobe Solomon. Congratulations. Most Versatile Player Award. The winner of this award has played with me for 6 years. He had such promise as a young player. He even started for me a lot as a sophomore, but unfortunately, his junior year, he had a season-ending injury, knee injury, that cost him his whole junior year. He returned to us the summer of his senior year with, again, a lot of promise, but he made it halfway through the summer before he blew out his other knee. Now, most players would have hung at the cleats at that time, but this young man didn't. He got released in December, was back on the field to finish out the season with his team for his senior year. This year's Most Versatile Player Award goes to Caden Taylor. The Heart of a Champion Award. This award means a lot to me as a coach because it is these players that make coaching so enjoyable. They give everything they have when they step on the field, whether it's a game or just practice. This young man was all out all the time. You never had to tell him to work harder, and he's also a joy to coach. This year's Heart of a Champion Award goes to Tyler Gottschalk. Best Defensive Player Award. The winner of this award came to us late November after football, and he didn't hesitate to take control of our defense. He turned our mediocre defense into one of the better defenses in the state. This year's Best Defensive Player Award goes to Jesse Hallberg. Best Offensive Player Award. The winner of this award started for me as an 8th grader at midfield, when we had one of the better teams in the state. This year he came to us again in November after football and didn't hesitate to take control of the midfield. He was so good at transitioning the ball from defense to offense to allow our attackers more chances to score. He was also the second leading scorer of the team. This year's Best Offensive Player Award goes to Jonah Artman. Most Valuable Player Award. The winner of this award was voted almost unanimously by his teammates as MVP. He was a dominant presence wherever he played. We played him up top the first of the year, where he led the team in scoring. But towards the end of the season, when we got into district play, we realized we had to strengthen our defense up a little more, so we moved him back to defense. Between him, Jesse Hallberg, and our goalkeeper, Connor Scribner, we shut down some of the better offenses in the state. This year's our Most Valuable Player Award goes to Brahm Nadaya.
Hey everybody, my name is Jeremy Lawrence. I'm the girls soccer head coach. These are my assistant coaches, Dalton Culpepper and Caitlin Morrison. So I'm going to start off with Heart of the Champion. This is a player who never gives up and keeps on fighting no matter what. And this year our recipient for the Heart of the Champion Award is Melissa Hurley. While she's coming up, why don't my seniors go ahead and come up, Laney Schrader and Maya Jones. All right, our next award is the Most Improved Award. This player was asked to change their position this year, and she did very well in the face of that change. She's consistently and constantly improved year over year. The Most Improved Player Award goes to Addison Keller. The next award is the Most Versatile Award. This player got to play multiple positions for us this year, and she excelled no matter where we asked her to play. This year's Most Versatile player is Brooke Steed. All right, the next award is the Playmaker Award. This award goes to the unsung hero, the one who creates the opportunities for everybody else. This player was pivotal in our attack this season, helped create many chances for us to score, and she helped our team in scoring a total of 34 goals in our season. The Playmaker Award goes to Laney Schrader. Next one's Best Defensive Player. Every coach knows that defense is vital to winning games, and while this player is young, she shows great heart, and she was selected by her peers to win this award. Our Best Defensive Player of the Year award goes to Laney Bull. Best Offensive Player. Offense is always the one in the spotlight, the ones that everybody sees at the end of the game, especially when they get to score. This player led the team in goals this year and for the third straight year. Best Offensive Player award goes to Gloria Hall. All right, our last award is the MVP award. Most valuable players are the ones that when they're not on the field, the team tends to perform differently. They're indispensable on the field and to their team. This year's MVP, voted on by her peers of the team, is Jordan Polk. I also want to recognize and give a round of applause to our seniors, Laney Schrader and Maya Jones. Thank y'all for a great year and for all the work that you've put in. We really appreciate y'all, and we're going to miss you.
Good evening. I'm Keith Williams, the head varsity basketball coach at Warren Central, and I'll be assisted tonight by my assistant coaches, Coach Judith Cosby and Coach Aaron Starworth. We'll first start off with the senior award. I only had 2 seniors this year, Deontay Secrets and Padre Gray. As they're making their way down to the stage, now we'll go into the individual award. The most improved, Xavier Sylvester.
Come over here, man.
Next award, the Best Defense Award, Jonathan Henderson.
On time, man. Just go ahead. Go ahead.
The next award it was 2 awards into one. The highest GPA and our Best Offense Award goes to Gary August Fisher. The Viking Award goes to a young man been with this program for 4 years, done everything that we could ask of, and that would be Deontay Secrets. And our most valuable player, and who was all district, along with Gary August Fisher, is Galen Turner. And he's been Galen sitting all the way in the back. Thank you, guys.
Hello, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? One quick favor, I'm gonna get out the way, Mr. Green. If you play girls basketball this year, 2022, 2023, stand up, give yourself a hand. If y'all can help them out on that. Thank you, Kaylee. We got some hard-headed ones back there. Good job, y'all. All right, we're gonna move right along. Seniors, can y'all come to the front? Kaylee Carroll, Tamaya Sims, Alexis Jeffries, Bree McDowell, and Jamiah Sanders. A great senior group that I came into this year, and I'm gonna miss them. Some things I'm not gonna miss about them, but I will miss them. We'll start out with the Lady Viking Award. And with this award, I just think if you can have 100 of these players, this is probably who you need to pick. I got 2 of them, Kaylee Carroll and Khalees Hinyard. Come on up. Never a complaint. Whatever they say, they'll listen to them before they listen to me. And that's a Lady Viking right there. Academic Award. We are serious about academia. Kaylee Carroll. Most improved. I have 2 players. Obviously, Mariah Burnett on the court, and off the court, Tamaya Sims. Most improved. Best Defense Award, without question, Alexis Jeffries. Best Offense, if I call a play and she call a play, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to go with the play she called, Zion Harvey. Most valuable player. She can give 100%, and I can pull her to the side and say some very harsh words to her and try to get 110% out of her, and all she gonna say is yes ma'am and go get it. Jayla Smith. Come on, Jayla, so we can get off stage. Okay, all reason. Tamaya Sims, Jayla Smith, and Zion Harvey. Thank y'all so much.
Down just a little bit. One more. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'm Erica Taylor Wilson. I'm the varsity basketball cheer coach. First, let me recognize my senior members. First, we have Ayanna Dorsey, Jakaylin Woods, Asheria Kennedy, Zoe Cole, Janiyah Hardiman, Layla Brown, Vianna Sellers, Tamaya Walker, Jakenya Burchell, Maya Irves, and Jada Hamberlin. Getting to our team awards, our most improved cheerleader this year was Jamaria Atkins. Our most spirited cheerleader was Kamaria Hill. Our most dedicated cheerleader, who attended practice even when she was not able to cheer. She attended every game she was not able to cheer, and she was at practice. Ms. Jakenya Burchell. Our star cheerleader this year, just as last year, who has the highest average of the girls on the team, is Ms. Layla Brown. And there's no way I could end without recognizing my captains, Zoe Cole and Janiyah Hardiman. Ladies, I have so enjoyed the time I've had with you. I look forward to y'all moving on to bigger and better things as you continue into college. Thank you. Have a good evening.
Good evening. My name is Chad McMullen. I'm the head boys and girls powerlifting coach here at Warren Central. Before we give out our awards, I do have a couple of people I need to thank. One, my assistant coaches for the girls, Tim Hughes. For the boys, Gage Quimby. They have been an immense help to me this year, particularly when we had our North and South State halves. Gage had to go with the boys because the boys and the girls meets were on the same day. So, you know, I couldn't have done it without Gage. Thank you so much for your help. Coach Hughes, thank you so much as well. I'll give them a hand real quick. All right, before I give out my awards, I'm going to go ahead and call these six ladies and gentlemen up to the front here real quick. Tabria Davis, Ben McMullen, Katie Wallace, Jalen Randall, Hannah Tennyson, and Lane Gordon. If y'all will come on up, please, and just stand right here in front of the stage for me. Or come on up. As usual, they do what they want. They don't listen to me. So as they're getting in position real quick, just to give you a quick rundown of our seasons, the boys ended up finishing 4th in region. We did have 2 that qualified for North State. Boys were in North State, girls were in the South State. That's the way they put us the last 2 years. Had a very successful year with the boys, only graduating a couple, so we're looking forward to a really good season last year. The girls had the best season we've had. They finished 2nd in region. I believe they finished 8th in South State, and we had 2 that ended up going to the state championships, which Hannah and Katie, they are the first girls that have competed for Warren Central at the state championship meet. So we need to give those ladies and gentlemen a hand. All right, so quickly, I'll go through, and I do stress quickly. I'm gonna go through the best lightweights first. For the girls, this young lady had a fabulous season. She ended up, was in 7th place in region going into the deadlift, ended up deadlifting 320 pounds at 148 pounds, and was able to pull her way from 7th to 3rd place within 3 lifts. Did an outstanding job. Our best lightweight lifter is Debria Davis. Our best lightweight for boys, this young man had by all accounts, a hard season. Had a back injury that kind of hampered him through most of the season. He managed to finish 4th at our invitational meet, tied for 3rd at our region meet, but lost on the tiebreaker. Did everything that I needed him to do as far as helping in practices, being a great teammate, being actually helping coach some of the younger guys if I was busy with somebody else. Did anything and everything we needed and asked him to do, and just really had a great season, and he'll be a senior next year, so I'm looking forward with 1 more year from him. Our best lightweight is Ben McMahon. Our best heavyweights for the girls, this young lady had just an outstanding year, one of 2 girls that one of 2 girls that for the first time represented us at the state championship meet, won the district championship, finished 2nd at South State, and ended up tied for 3rd at state. Had a great season, is a junior, will be back with us next year. Best heavyweight for the girls is Katie Watson. For the boys, okay. The best heavyweight lifter for the boys, he ended up finishing 3rd at district. Was 1 lift away from making it to the state championship meet. Again, another junior, he'll have another shot at it next year. Our best heavyweight was Jalen Mann. All right, finally our MVPs. For the girls, this young lady had a very hard season. She had a tough season. Had a back injury that she started with, and that kind of hampered her for about a month or 2, and then finally it started clicking. The back problems went away. She ended up winning the district championship at 148 pounds. By the grace of God, she got through the South State meet on the final lift. The girl that ended up tied with her, she missed her last lift, so she got to move on to the state championships, and then go figure, 2 days before the state championships, she got a stomach virus. So she still managed to lift during the state meet, ended up in 4th place in the entire state. A senior, one of our team captains for the girls. I will dearly miss her next year, Hannah Tennyson, MVP for the girls. And y'all will forgive me on this last one. It's not going to be much suspense now, but I've had this young man since he was in 8th grade. In those 5 years, to say that he has dominated his weight classes would be an understatement. In 3 different weight classes, he has won a total of 15 medals over 5 years, 4 region championships, 5 North State championships, never lost, and then a 3rd place at state, and then of course the last 2 years he's been back-to-back state championships. He has been a joy to coach, and in my opinion, the most dominant lifter in the history of the state of Mississippi. Our MVP this year is Lane Gordon. Thank y'all very much. I appreciate it. Now y'all gonna do this.
Where you going?
I'm Gage Quimby. I'm the bowling coach. This is my first year doing bowling. Mr. Green came up to me, well, it was about this time last year, said, "You want to be the bowling coach?" I said, "Man, I don't know nothing about no bowling." I think we did pretty good. I'm very proud of all of them. Guys, if you're here, just come on down. We'll go ahead and get it going quick. We had a couple games get canceled, so we had a 9-game season. I'm very proud of our totals. The girls totaled out at 4,399 pins knocked down. Boys totaled with 15,477 pins, and the grand total of 29,876 pins. I can't tell you if that's good or bad, but that sounds pretty good to me. All right, for our awards, my most improved girl is Anna Kate Davis. She had a total of 2,415 pins knocked down. Our most improved boy is James McKenna. He had 2,953 pins knocked down. Yeah. Our girls MVP, Tatum Watts. She had a season total of 3,023 pins. And our boys MVP is Avery Green, 3,560 pins. Yeah, go ahead. Get up there where they can see you, Jane. Our girls Viking Award. The Viking Award is for just the best attitude on the team. Very proud of both of these guys. For the girls is Amari Kraft. And for the boys, he's a senior this year. He was a manager for the football team and was right next to me the whole time, bugging me all day. Devin Fisher. I'm going to go ahead and call out the seniors since I think Devin's the only one here. So we got seniors Devin Fisher, Crystal Slaughter, and Trevion Neal. Appreciate it. Congratulations.
Good evening. My name is Matt Brewer. I'm the archery coach here. We had another great year. We had a smaller team this year, competed at teams with a lot more numbers, but still beat most of them. And I was very proud of our team this year and looking forward to a great year next year. Starting off with our girls, most improved. It's her first year. Never held a bow before and was competing with the best of them by the end, Jamie Leo. Our boys, most improved, another first year. Again, never held a bow and was hanging in with some of the best there are out there, Gerald Marshall. Our team captain this year has been with me since he was in the 7th grade, Peter Love. Our Viking Award, another one's been with me for a while, can always count on him to be there and give his best every day, Peyton Tillotson. Our girls' most valuable player, another senior, has been with me all 4 years here, is Sadie Smith. And our boys most improved. As a junior, looking for great things out of him, or boys most valuable, excuse me, looking for great things out of him as a senior next year, Bradley Leach. All right, thank y'all.
Good evening, I'm Steve Summers. I coach Warren Central tennis. If Sydney Sullivan, Luke Bond, Audrey Jennings, Blakeney Allen, or JT Cruz in the house, y'all come on up to the stage real quick. As they're on their way up here, just want to share a couple things with you. In 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 11, it says that when I was a child, I spoke as a child, I understood as a child, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. And as coaches, I think every coach in here would say that obviously we want our athletes to be more skilled in whatever it is that we're coaching them in when they finish with us. But more than anything, we want to pump out good citizens, people that are high quality and high character people. And with a program like mine with no feeder, I get these kids after when they start to 7th grade. I had 2 seniors this year that started with me in 7th grade. I literally saw them grow up. So that's a great privilege as coaches to be able to do. So our first award this evening, our Viking Award, goes to a young man with great attitude. Has always come in and worked hard for me. When he's had issues that outside of the tennis courts, whether it be grades or otherwise, that he need to address, he always put those things first. I think all us coaches agree that academics come first. So my first award this evening, the Viking Award, goes to Mr. JT Cruz. So this year we start on a tennis court. Every match is 12 athletes, 6 young ladies, 6 young men competing. I started 2 seniors this year, 3 10th graders, 5 9th graders, and an 8th grader. Okay, so we were very, very young. So when it comes to choosing the most improved, I had a plethora of athletes to choose from. This next award goes to a young lady who was asked to do a lot of different things this year. Her and her partner played girls 1, girls 2. Next year she's going to be asked to play a lot of girls singles as well. No matter what I asked her to do, she approached it with a smile. She responded well to coaching, even though her mama keeps telling me that I need to coach her harder. I believe she told me, I think her words were to be mean, which my family would tell you, I mean, it's not hard for me to do. But that having been said, our most improved young lady this year is Miss Sydney Sullivan. Again, I told you I started a lot of 9th graders. I had 4 9th grade boys, sometimes 5, that started for me and contributed a lot. One of those young men, though, stood out far above the rest. Not just what he could do on the court, and as he improved over the year, not just the fact that he was very, very coachable, but he found his voice on a team with a lot of other young players. He was able to not just be a leader on the way to the courts, but a leader on the courts and how he played and how he addressed not just his teammates, but his opponents as well. Our most improved boy this year, Mr. Luke Bond. All right, my last 2 awards go to my 2 seniors, neither of which are here tonight. My boys MVP. Again, this young man, when he first tried out for me as a 6th grader, it was kind of hilarious. I was afraid at his tryout he was going to knock himself out. He was swinging through the fences, and that racket kept coming close to him. I mean, I literally, over the course of the season, I think he hit himself in the face like 4 times. But he progressed from knocking himself out to a contributor and a starter. This year's boys MVP is Mr. Blakeney Allen. And my last award, again, she can't be here, but this young lady, when she tried out for me in the 6th grade, and I put her on the roster, she became my best girls player, and she stayed that way all the way through her high school career. I can say now, at the end of her high school time, she's the best tennis player ever coached. Looking back over all of our record here at Warren Central, any match that we played where she did not win her court, we did not win as a team. Now, she won a bunch of matches where the team still didn't win, but every match we played, if she didn't win her court, we could not win. So I don't think you can speak any highly of a player than the fact that if they don't perform, your program doesn't win. So this year's girls MVP, and it has been really every year she's been in the program, is Miss Audrey Jennings. All right, hey, thank y'all.
Good evening. I'm Coach Corey Wilson, varsity boys track coach. I have assisting me tonight Coach Keith Williams, Julia Cosby, and Aaron Starworth. Thank you guys for all that you do. First award of the night will be Rookie of the Year, Michael Hill. Best thrower, Darius Fuller. Best distance runner, Connor Leverett. Best middle sprinter, Rohan Jackson. Capers. Best long sprinter, Tyler Godshaw. Best sprinter, Daniel Williams. Team captains, Trey Hall, Ramiko Truitt, Javion Allen, Ellis Terry. Versatile Award, Lonnie Cooper Jr. Viking Award, Ashton Wright, Jalen Winters. Best hurdler, Cedric Russell. Most improved, Ricky Neal. At this time, I'm gonna turn it over to Coach Stallworth.
Hello, everyone. I'm Coach Stallworth, assistant track coach for Warren Central High School boys and girls. Today we're here to present an award, well, I'm here to present an award for a young man that has done everything that we've asked him to do. He's performed at the highest level, he's worked on his craft. Earlier on in the season, he suffered a severe abdominal injury right before district meet. He could have easily thrown in the towel, but he fought through that adversity. During the district meet and regional meet, during this time he placed third in district and he placed second in regional. After resting and rehabbing, taking off an entire week, he made a stellar comeback and he won South State champion at a height of 6'10" in high jump. Jonathan still had some unfinished business to handle from the previous state championship, last year finishing 4th overall. However, he practiced with a motive every day last week and he sealed the deal with a jump of 6'8". At one point, he was even the best high jumper in the nation. So I am very honored to introduce the best high jumper in the state of Mississippi, 6A boys, track and field, Jonathan Henderson. Thank you.
All right, I am Coach Casey, the varsity girls track coach. At this time, I want the following girls to come to the stage: Ariana Jenkins, Jayla Smith, Alexis Jeffries, Marae Smith, Adrian Burrell, Abigail DeJesus, Kenya Qualls, Ariel Ward, and Khalees Hinyard. Also, you know, this season could not have been successful without the greatest coaches of all times, which were the boys track coaches. They picked up a lot of my slack this season when I couldn't be there, and they really worked hard with these girls, and I really truly appreciate them. All right, so we'll start with the field. Best thrower is Ariana Jenkins. She placed 6th at the state meet in shot put. Best jumper. I couldn't choose between the two, so it goes to Jayla Smith, who placed 4th in high jump at state, and Alexis Jeffries, triple jump. Best hurdler goes to Marae Smith for the 100 and 300 hurdles. She also competed at South State this year. Best sprinter, who placed 5th in the 100 at state and secured 3rd for the 4x2 at state, Adria Burrell. Best distance runner, who held us down by herself most of the season, Abigail DeJesus. Most improved. Last year, she complained more than she ran. This year, she ran more than she complained. Kenya Qualls. My biking award. It goes to Ariel Ward, who rarely missed practice. She ran the open 100 and 200, competed in the 4x1 and 4x2 very well, and I'm very proud of her. And my Heart of a Champion award goes to a young lady who came back from injury. She never complained, even when her knee was not feeling great, and she managed and fought her way and competed at state this year, Khalees Hinyard. And my Most Valuable Runner award goes to someone who ran the 100 hurdles. She ran the 800, the 4x1, the 4x2, triple jump, the 4x4 when I needed her to this season. Alexis Jeffries. Thank you all for a great season. Most of y'all will be back next year. Alexis, I wish you the best.
Coach Case, get my prize.
Abigail, you can stay up. Marae, stay up here. Hello, I am Coach Solis. I am the head cross-country coach for boys and girls. Y'all come on. I'd like all the cross-country runners to come up front center to the stage for me and represent. Okay, while they come down, I'm going to go ahead and give my assistant, Coach Bates. These are our PR certificates. He's going to hand these out real quick to them. Basically, this is like their best time of the season. A PR is a personal record. Each and every one of these kids has performed a personal record this year, and they all deserve this. So, as you can tell, I have some middle schoolers as well. They fight just as hard during the year, so they are here with us as well. For our most improved goes to Tony Peters and Abby DeJesus. Tony Peters took 2 minutes and 33 seconds off of his time, and Abby took 3 minutes and 21 seconds off of her time. Every single race, she consistently got better, and so I really appreciate her fighting for that. Our boys Viking award goes to a boy who's always had a positive attitude, always willing to help his other runners, always giving me ideas on how he can help them out. And I did recognize this, and I hope he knows that I recognize this. This goes to Aiden Dickerson. The Girls Viking Award is a young lady who dealt with football cheer, band, cross country, and was still able to show out every single race and put her best foot forward, quite literally. That goes to Marae Smith. Our Workhorse Award, I really don't even need to explain why this boy gets this award. I never have to tell him to run. In fact, he probably runs more than I would like him to run 99.999% of the time, and that goes to Matthew Brewer. Our fastest junior high male goes to James Lindsay. He ran a 15:05 at the Mississippi Classic, Middle School Classic. Our fastest, yep, go ahead. Our fastest junior high female goes to Cora Lindsay, his sister, his younger sister. She ran a 12:31 at the Valhalla Invitational. This was our first meet that we were able to hold at, for Warren Central. So I'm extremely excited to have that meet again next year. Our MVP award goes to our fastest 5K runner, and I want to let y'all know that this is the fastest Warren Central has seen since 2012. So it has been 10 years before we have seen someone who's run as fast as he has, and that is also Matthew Brewer for our MVP. So I just want to say congratulations to each and every one of these runners. Every single person that is up here fought hard for this team and pushed hard for this team. And I am so excited for the next years to come.
Y'all have to forgive me, I'm a little sick, but I'm going to do my best to get through this. First, we'd like our 3 seniors to come forward, Lola Crozier, Kaylee Carroll, and Abby Morgan. All 3 of our seniors have signed letters of intent to play at the next level. Next, we had 3 players named to the second team All-District. They are Adeline Anderson, Kaylee Carroll, and Michaela Jackson. Please come forward. We had 5 players named first team All-District: Abby Morgan, Mary Evelyn Hosley, Sarah Cameron Fancher, Lola Crozier, and Jen Smith. We finished second in our district behind the number 1 team in the state. We had an 18-14 record, and we made it to the second round of playoffs where we took number 2 team in the state to third game. So they worked really hard and had a really good season. Our awards for this year, our Rookie of the Year, Mary Kinley Ferguson. Most Improved, Zion Harvey. Best Offensive, she led our team with the most hits. With 26 hits, Jen Smith. Best Defensive, and my favorite outfielder, sorry Jen, Kaylee Carroll. My favorite award, the Viking Award, the kid that just gives everything all the time, pushes everybody around her to be better, and just embodies what a Viking should be, Sarah Cameron Fancher. And our MVP this year with a .338 batting average and 174 strikeouts is Miss Abby Morgan. Thank you.
Good evening. I'm going to hand out the golf awards for tonight. I could speak for a long time, but I'm not. But I do have to say this. I want to say thank you to all our parents and our sponsors this year. We had another successful year, so we couldn't do it without y'all. Thank you, Mr. Green, for allowing me to miss so many days. And Mr. Coach Lewis, thank you for all your support. I'm going to do the boys first. We got 4 awards this year. Our most improved, he improved by 11 shots from last year to this year, and he came close to winning the tournament. He lost by 1 shot over at Vicksburg Country Club. Our most improved is Evan Farrell. Our Viking Award, he improved his scoring average by 8 shots this season. He was a multi-sport athlete. He understands true meaning of a Viking. Our Viking Award goes to Harbor Williams. Our low average in MVP, this young man improved his shot average from last year to this year by 10 shots. He also had low round of the year by scoring a 79 at Oklahoma. Our low average MVP is Lane Gordon. And this last award, in 11 years I've done golf, I've never done it, but this young man, he deserves it because he could have gotten all 3 of these awards. Very proud of him. He came last year and started playing for us. He's constantly worked. He always made sure the other boys were doing what they were supposed to do. Jesse, I hope you know what this award means to me, because it's probably the first and only one I'm going to do. But the team captain goes to Jesse Hallberg. Now for our girls, I think their most memorable things to do is go to Chick-fil-A before tournaments. Yeah. We got 3 awards. We're going to go with our first one is our most improved. Had a couple of new girls this year. After her first swings, I looked at Coach Walmsley, and I didn't know if it was going to be a good idea, but she kept on working. Coach Walmsley kept on helping her and had a lot of tough persuasion. At Region, she tied for the team low round, and hoping she will continue to get better. But our most improved is Josie Huntley. Our low average MVP, she led us in scoring average this year as a sophomore. She started playing last year. She always had a great attitude that I saw. She probably was saying a lot of things she shouldn't have said afterwards. But she was just overall just a great kid to be around, and look forward to her doing even better in the fall. Our low average is Kylie Goss. Our last award is our Lady Viking Award. And like Jessie, she could have done all 3 of the awards tonight for us. She's played since a freshman. She was our only senior this year who stuck it out all 4 years. Every year that she played golf, she qualified for our region tournaments, which is hard to do. And if you look at her, you would think that that's what our athletes should be. So our Lady Viking Award goes to Mary McKenna Wooten. Thank y'all.
All right, each year, the Mississippi High School Activity Association holds the Wendy Callahan Athlete Scholarship Program. Each high school around the state is able to nominate one young lady and one young man as their top scholar athlete. And they go into a competition where they could win $2,500 in scholarships, and across the state, 2 from each region are selected. This year, it was extremely difficult to choose 2. If you come to our Senior Awards program next Monday, you will see why. We have a lot of really smart seniors that are involved in everything all over campus. So this year, our 2 top scholar athletes, our female scholar athlete of the year is Abby Morgan. Yes, stay up here. And then our male scholar athlete of the year is Jesse Hallberg.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of presenting the Athletes of the Year for male and female. And I want to first just briefly describe the criteria to receive these awards. The Athlete of the Year award is given out annually to one high school male and female athlete who is a graduating senior. The Athlete of the Year must meet the following criteria: expresses a positive attitude on and off the court or field of play, displays commitment to their team and coaching staff by having an exemplary attendance for practices and contests, possesses high levels of leadership and is an intrinsic motivator for their team, exemplifies a willingness to help and assist their teammates, displays sportsmanship towards their teammates, opponents, and officials, succeeded in the classroom by being eligible for every practice and contest throughout the season, a multi-sport athlete who participates in a minimum of 2 sports throughout the same school year, exhibits academic excellence as a scholar athlete, and displays a high level of character and is a model student on campus. I'm going to begin with the female athlete of the year first, and it will go to Miss Kaylee Carroll.
Thank you. Okay.
And the male athlete of the year goes to Mr. Trey Hall. And I'm also tasked with giving out closing remarks, so I will be brief. Just want to definitely thank all of the student athletes tonight for all of your countless hours of dedication and hard work to your sport. Definitely want to thank the coaches for being the positive role models that you display each and every day for our student athletes. Parents, we couldn't do any of these things without you, and so on behalf of your child, we definitely thank you for your support season in and season out long. And then lastly, just everybody in this room has a hand in developing our student athletes, and so we all play a part. And so on behalf of the Athletics and Activities Department, we definitely want to say thank you. So with that being said, please drive safe and have a good night.